With closed chain knee circles, we'll start by locking the knees back, rocking to the outsides of the feet, the foot swords, bend and flex the knees forward, bring them together, squeeze back, contract the quads, circle out, recover, contract the quads. So if your hamstrings are tight, this will be a challenge. To turn off your hamstrings, squeeze your quads. Go under constant motion, tension to extension, squeeze the quads back. Don't go any lower than 90 degree angle from your thighs to your torso. The goal is to work the knees across the multi-joint complex. Squeeze, tension to extension. A couple more repetitions. Rock as much as you can to the outside foot sword. Release the last bit of compression and you're finished. With spinal rotations, we're going to be focusing on twisting at the waist, keeping the hips pointed forward. Arms are loose, so you have to counter twist. If you twist your hips the opposite direction so that your hips stay in one place. Start slow until your spine warms up. Then increase speed. And if you feel little pops in your spine, little small adjustments, absolutely okay, as long as they don't cause you any duress. Exhale as you twist, inhale as you recover. Exhale as you twist, inhale as you recover. If you have problems with the inhale, just squeeze out the exhale and the inhale will happen naturally. Keep your ears between your shoulders, not twisting your neck. This is just for thoracic, mid-back, and lumbar. Couple more rotations. With elbow churns, clasp your fingers together, releasing your index finger. Bring your elbows out, squeeze your elbow pits together, but don't let them rotate. At the last minute, turn your elbow pits toward the sky, bend your elbows down to the outside, squeeze together. Tension to extension, absorbing the detonation on the range of your firearm or in your plyometric exercise requires that you release the compression on the elbows to avoid tendinitis. So squeeze together, rotate, squeeze the triceps, inhale down, exhale, squeeze, and switch directions. Outside, down, squeeze up, triceps, rotate the elbow pits inward, outside, down, squeeze up. Rotate inward, outside, down, squeeze up with an exhale, inhale out, exhale down to full extension. Couple more repetitions to fully open up our elbows so that we're prepared to absorb impact. With rear shoulder rotations, we'll start both together. When you're working both shoulders together, you're going to have a limited external rotation due to the nature of the shoulder girdle. For 10 repetitions, just to prepare the shoulder girdle, and then we're going to switch to the backstroke. One arm chasing another. Try and keep the torso pointed forward. And as you get more comfortable keeping your shoulder packed down, your lat flared, start to increase speed. Once you get to the speed that you can hold for the day, keep that pace constant. The goal is to increase synovial flow within the joint and around the bones, ground substance, and the musculature, increase the circulation around the muscles. One constant long exhale. Keep your pace. It will fatigue you, but that's the goal. Re-fatigue the muscle so that we can release all that excess tonus so that we can blast through. With outside hip rotations, we'll come forward, keeping the knee locked, outside and back, forward, outside and back. The goal here is to keep the hip pointed down in the back position so that when you swing forward, two hips are pointed in one line. Tension to extension through the whole motion. If you need to place your hand down, that's okay to keep your balance. Height's not important, constant motion's important. So keep that bottom leg bent. Switch legs. Extend. Outside, back, 2 hips down, forward. Hips down in one line. Constant motion. Your groin will be the limiting factor in a lot of exercises. So lubricating the hip will keep us from having that protective reflex of tightness around the groin. With our shoulder rotations, clasp your hand in front of you. Your goal is to inhale your chest up, exhale as you rock to the backside. Initially, you're going to be more of an ellipse. It won't be a true circle until you restore the lateral motion on your thorax. But we need that lateral mobility on the spine. Inhale up, exhale back. Inhale up, exhale back. So there are 4 corners. Inhale through the nose to the right side, rear, tuck the tailbone like we did in the gunslinger. Left, inhale forward, right, rear, left, inhale forward. Switch directions, left, rear, tuck the tailbone, right, inhale forward, left, rear, right, inhale forward. And find your pace and depth today. If you feel any numbness or any pins and needles down your arms, back off, go a little bit shallower until it's gone. Try and keep your hips in place. Move everything between your shoulders and your hips without moving your shoulders and your hips. Like you're twisting a pipe cleaner. Exhale back, inhale up.
Please hang up and try again.